This is my Platy. And if you carry, if you build, if you live by utility, this just might feel like home. Welcome to TRADES-EDC. EDC for the trades. Which trades? HVAC for 10 years. What about you? Forget all that. This is how I pack my Platy. The MAXPEDITION Platy. I picked this up not too long ago. I've had it for a while, and man, just look at it. Look at that shit, man. I don't know, if you love gear, just talking about it gives me chills.
Looking at it gives me feels.
Let's break down what I'm packing on my Platy. So here we go. First, I'm gonna start off with the pen. I know it looks kind of, this is an RPG pen, okay? It doesn't really, these aren't real grenades. These aren't real rocket propelled grenades. There's nothing special about this pen. It's just shaped like a war weapon. And that's why I like it. It does actually feel pretty good in the grip when you write. So this is just like a novelty pen for fun. Literally, this is just for fun. Sometimes you're having a rough day, and when you pull out this pen, you're like, you know what, screw these bastards. It calms you down. Simple. But we're gonna table that. We're gonna stop talking about the weapon looking type pen. And on to the next up, we've got Gerber Gear 06 Fast. This is a mean machine. One of the first knives I ever purchased. And when I purchased this knife, it influenced me to purchase other knives. I didn't know anything about an assisted opening. When you touch this thumb stud, it's like there's a troll living inside the handle. And it pushes the blade out once you touch that thumb stud. With the G10 textured handle, we got a smooth pocket clip that's not deep, but it goes far in enough. Really fits, regardless dry or wet. It's gonna do what you need it to do. And you do have a safety, very visible. You got a 7CR17 MOV steel, Tanto blade, nice. And it does what needs to be done. And keep in mind, this is an ultimate utility blade, okay? The Tanto tip is perfect for thrusting. You purchase this knife, I guarantee you will purchase other knives just like it. And to close it, you just push the safety, and that's it. All right, so next we've got the Walther MPK. I've already got one knife there. Why would I carry another knife? Well, sometimes you need a smaller knife. Sometimes you need a smaller knife so things won't look too crazy if you're trying to like open up a letter or some mail. This right here is perfect. Walther does make guns, and the very first gun I ever bought was a Walther P22, I believe it is. But either way, that was years ago. Now we're messing with knives. Okay, a little bit safer for myself. I've cut myself over 1,000 times with knives, so imagine if I had a firearm. But anyways, this blade does not come with a lock. It's a slip joint. So it does have its phases of opening. And I love that rotary action on the top part where you can see how the blade kind of rotates in and out of the handle. Nice little knife, perfect for EDC. That's how I pack my Platy in the front. Let me show you what's going on in the back. And keep in mind, my favorite EDC you cannot see. I'll show it to thee at the end of this video. All right, so we're gonna need a flashlight. You know me, I love my flashlights, but for the Platy, we gotta stick with something that's slim, trim, and perfect for the rim. Slim Mini by Nebo. You got 2 light modes on this, very small light, but it is magnetic, about 250 lumens, I believe. and you just tap it and it goes through. Simple light. You don't have to be a whiz to figure this one out, guys. But again, the reason why this one is packed in this Platy, because of the slimness of the, just look at it. Look how slim it is. It's perfect. So it goes perfect with the Platy. Next up, by, I believe it's called Giriaitus, or if that's not how you say the name, you let me know how to say it. But I've seen the spelling of this brand many different ways. Well, 2 ways actually. And this here is a 7-in-1 multi-tool, which is pretty amazing for the trades. If you are into the trades, this is, man, I can't tell you how much I've used this thing. You've got wrench action, comes with a little knife, which you can also use as a seatbelt cutter. It does have a small little flathead, as well as, if you turn, push this button here, and you can turn and get yourself the Phillips, small Phillips. And does also have a ruler, as well as a bottle opener. Did I go through the 7? I'm not sure if I went through all 7. But, you know, here's the knife. You can deploy the knife. The knife does have like a little bit of a liner lock. There we go. And there you have it. And I have one more item, my favorite EDC that you can't see. I keep it in the zippy, and it's the Gerber Gear GDC money clip with the G10 front plate and fixed blade made just for this. Perfect to have. I can't tell you enough how much I've used this thing, being out and about, having cash, as well as a little bit of a utility blade, open boxes. The money slides in and out easily. And there you have it. And that's pretty much it. So there you go. That's how I pack my Platy. If you're into this, and if you like what you see, please smash them. If you have any interest in any of these items, there will be a link. It's an associate's link, so you don't have to use it. If you choose to use it, it supports this channel, helps me get more gear, and also helps me create more content, which is the goal here. If you work with your hands, but think with your tools, subscribe. Join the EDC tribe. You won't regret it. If you're in a trade, drop your trade. I'd love to hear what you do, what trade you're in. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you next time. This is the code. Tools, readiness, access, durability, efficiency, safety. If your gear speaks that language, you're already one of us.